right, Alex, are you ready to answer some questions?
Ready.
Ready? First question. Which 9C would you like to do the most?
BIG in flat anchor from Jakob.
Okay.
That looks a good
answer.
one. Yeah, it looks like the best one.
Yeah, do you think that's the one that would suit you the most as well?
Yeah, and the one where you don't have to be super good at knee barring or like turning your leg upside down.
Do you even use knee pads?
I do now that I'm 30.
You do now. What is something you do that few climbers do?
Being passionate about photography, potentially, is one of the things.
Yeah.
Listen to Taylor Swift is another one, maybe. She does good music.
Yeah?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah. Anything else? Training-wise, do you do anything differently, you feel like?
I do potentially more yoga than most of the other climbers, especially most of the other male climbers.
What is your favorite climbing YouTube channel?
Yours, of course, and ours.
Good answer.
Those are the only ones I watch.
You don't watch like Mellow?
I do watch Mellow occasionally,
when there's something special.
When there's something special, exactly. Yeah. Like the entertaining value. I mean, I see climbing all day, every day.
That's the same with me actually, especially when I was climbing a lot. It's like everything you do is climbing, so when you watch YouTube, you kind of want to watch something else.
Exactly.
This one I think would be hard to answer for you, but what's your favorite video game?
I haven't played video games in a long time. With a friend of mine back in the past, we played a lot. We played GTA, but like super old one. And we played also Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers. Okay. That was good fun.
Oh, you've done more gaming than I thought. Would you rather climb 9C or V7 and why?
17.
Sorry, I had to do that again.
I'll take V7.
Would you rather climb 9C or V17 and why?
I'd rather climb, I think 9C than V17. I don't know, bouldering seems so in fashion right now and I don't feel like I'm part of that fashion movement, so I'd rather go with rope climbing.
Yeah, you like to go your own way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Stefano said that he thinks climbing Silence is much harder than climbing Burden of Dreams, so I'll just go with his opinion.
Okay. So no text holds. Love them or hate them?
Absolutely hate them.
Yeah.
It's a big mess. It makes absolutely no sense. I mean, the reason for dual texture was like you stand on the grippy part and the slick part is where you're not supposed to stand on or grab. That was the original idea. And now they start making like slick holds that you are supposed to grab, which then people figure out that if you have wet hands, like you stick better to them. So there's a constant mess between like pouring water over your hands and then chalk again because only half the boulder is slick holes and it's just a mess. I don't know. It makes no sense. Like you don't have to fuff around with those holes too.
What's your favorite film? Bad
Boys 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Gotta be classic.
Yeah, basic but classic.
They're so good. It's good humor.
Yeah. Which male do you think will win gold in the Olympics?
Oh, I think Sorato.
You're not going to say yourself?
I'm too bad in bouldering and I'm too afraid. You know, when I'm like 3.5 meters off the wall and you have to dyno into a corner onto like 2 dual texture volumes and you have like a massive like 3 square meter volume beneath you and you're like, oh God, no Olympic gold is worth jumping into that corner.
Even with all the adrenaline that you have in your body, you still think about that stuff. Yeah.
I mean, in World Cups, I do think about that stuff.
Yeah.
I think there's occasionally, there have been situations where I did jump off because it seemed too risky. Wow. Like a World Cup win or like proceeding to the next round was not worth it, like completely messing up your shoulder.
What was the most sandbagged route you ever climbed?
In Australia, 32. Which translates to 8B+, and I thought I'd already done the 8B+ until I arrived at the crux and then realized that's definitely not an 8B+.
I think the Australians are going to be happy hearing that.
They love sandbagging.
Yeah. How and why did you start climbing?
I started climbing through my father. He did a course at university actually with Wolfgang Güllich and Norbert Sander. That's how he got into climbing when he was about 25 years old, and then he took the whole family climbing. Yeah,
I had no idea. Have you told that before?
Yeah.
That your dad climbed with Wolfgang?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, my whole family is not as dedicated to climbing as I am.
How good was your dad?
He was climbing like the 6A, 6B range.
Okay,
Like,
I was gonna say, you were gonna say like, I was really bad, he climbed like 8C or something.
No. He like purely did recreational, and
Okay.
it was only me who like really started climbing more and more.
What is your favorite sport/hobby outside climbing?
I'd probably say running. I quite enjoy it. Not many climbers do, but I find it quite calming in a good way on like rest days to explore new places when you are traveling somewhere.
Yeah, and yoga, yes, too.
And yoga, I guess. Yeah.
What's your favorite cheat food? So I guess if you go out and like want to be unhealthy.
I'm German. I don't want to be unhealthy.
You're a machine.
I'm a machine.
Yeah.
I mean, I like eat dark chocolate often.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's considered cheat food, but
Yeah, chocolate is.
yeah.
Yeah, because you've never ate like McDonald's or anything, right?
No.
I think you told me that last time.
Yeah.
You've never been to McDonald's.
I have. I think the last time when I was 13 for like some
Okay.
friend's birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've never had alcohol or coffee either?
No, I mean I've had it. I mean
Okay.
I've like tried zips, but
Yeah.
I never really.
drink it.
No.
I wish I could say the same. Okay, this is a kind of strange one, but are trees aid? So I guess like using a tree on a route that's like attached to.
It depends if the tree is part of the route. So I had the situation in Saint-Léger where apparently the tree was part of the resting position, which I didn't know. And then I climbed without the tree, and then I saw a bunch of videos of people climbing with a tree, and I'm like, well, they're cheating. But they say, well, no, that's how you climb the route.
Okay.
So
Because I've seen in rodeo a few times there've been trees, and I've been like, can I use them? Can I not use them? Like, and then you see a bunch of chalk on them, so you're
exactly.
like, people have used them, but maybe it's not on when they actually send. Maybe it's just to work the route
know,
or whatever.
I know.
So it's yeah,
Well, my German self would say yes, it is cheating.
yeah,
But then again, I mean, knee pads are probably bigger cheating than trees.
yeah. What's your biggest weakness in climbing?
It's probably slopers and underclings.
What kind of routes and boulders would you like to see more of in climbing competitions?
The kind of left, right boulders. I think there's not very much of that anymore. It's like either like running around in volumes or like paddling through volumes, or running around and then paddling through volumes. So
And a lot of slabs too.
and a lot of slabs. I mean, I think usually the steepest comp walls are about 30 degrees overhang now, which is not very steep.
How about cracks? Do you love or hate them? Because that's a love or hate thing.
That is a love or hate thing. I don't really like them, but for the reason I don't like, I mean, in the competition I don't like them because they're very dependent on, you know, the size of your hand.
Yeah. If you weren't a pro climber, what would you be doing?
Wow. I was already thinking about that. Potentially a pro surfer.
Oh yeah.
That seems, I mean, I don't like cold water, but I think you can probably get used to that.
Yeah, I think so.
And it seems very similar to the climbing lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel like you freeze a lot in climbing too.
Yeah,
you do. Because you're chasing the best conditions
Exactly.
always.
That or gymnastics. Gymnastics is also something that I was always fascinated in.
Yeah.
Because it looks unreal when a gymnast does something crazy. You're like, well, that shouldn't be humanly possible, and then it is.
What was your dream job as a kid?
Wow. As a kid, I thought I'll become an electric engineer like my father, my grandfather.
Oh.
I think that quickly turned to shit.
Yeah.
I realized no, an office job is not for me.
What is the easiest route you've ever fallen off?
Wow, must be quite a few of them.
I guess it's within like the last 5-10 years.
I've fallen off. I'm sure I've fallen off 8 days.
That's pretty hard though.
Well, the thing is, I usually, when I go to an area,
Yeah.
in the last few years, whenever I went to new areas, like I do maybe one warm-up route, and then the next is already like 8A or harder. That's why.
So you never tried like a 6A slab and you're just like, oh, fell off, slipped or something?
I came very close in Seiyus quite a few times.
Okay.
That's why I stopped warming up in Seiyus, because it seemed too likely to fall off a 6B or like a 7B.
What route are you the most proud of?
Poor. I mean, I kind of have to say I started critical because it was like my first 9A on-site. But I would probably go with bibliography just because it took more time and more involvement for me, and it just stayed in my memory.
What's the sketchiest climb you've ever done?
Ooh, was probably the path potentially is in Lake Louise in Canada. Is a trad route, and well, I tried to flash it, and I did, thankfully.
Yeah.
But I had no. I mean, I had some experience in trad climbing, but I had not very much experience, so they just showed it beta up at me, and like they put like the rack on my harness in the order of like how I have to use it, and then they just said, well, off you go.
So how hard is that route?
It's 8B plus.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You onside it?
Flashed.
Flashed 8B plus trad?
Yeah.
Has that been done before?
I don't know, I don't think so.
What is your favorite crag?
Oh, I think it has to be Seus. I've spent so much time there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Frankenjura is not really one crag, that's why I have to pick Seus, otherwise it would be the Frankenjura, of course. But Seus as like one crag is unbelievable.
Yeah. So that was all the questions. We're shooting a course for Alex, and you're doing it with Patrick, your coach.
Exactly. And it's about bouldering, how to train for bouldering, how to get stronger. We also have quite a few elements of like how to get better power endurance. We have fingerboarding, we have campus boarding, we have exercises on the wall, exercises off the wall. So I think it'll be a good course to get an overview over training and structure your own training.
So that is coming out very soon. You should check it out at altitudeclimbing.com. See you guys.
See ya.